We got to start. Let's go. Let's go. Y'all standing up? Y'all standing up? Let's get started. We're going to do extended warm up. We're walking now. This is real. This isn't just me being nervous. This is me walking back and forth. This is you walking back and forth as well. Knees up, hands going, opposite arm, opposite leg. So let me finish that thought I had before. We're going to be doing an extended warm up, kind of a warm up, cardio. Maybe a lot of balance involved today. Second part will be dynamic balance. So that moving balance thing, so you can work momentum, weight shift, single leg stuff, those kinds of things. So a little bit of everything in there. Then we go to the floor. Get the arms going here. Let's do that like this. And then start bringing it up nice and slow. You're going to see weight or balance component through most of the exercises today. So up, feeling the floor underneath that stationary leg, inside to out, front to back, not in the toes. A little higher with each one, up and up. We're going to do a couple more here. Bring it up and up, arms up. On the sides, roll the shoulder blades back, open up the chest, keep the feet going nice and slow, knee as high as you can get it. Again, it's up to you. Whatever your body says you can do, getting that leg up. Or the other one is always tap the toe, find your balance there, and then just pick the toe up off the floor. I'm doing this like I got a gun in my back. All right, as we're bringing the knees up, let's bring the elbows in, up and down, and doing rotation at the same side through the shoulder, at the same time through the shoulders, back, opening up the chest, and bring it back in. Up from right here, hands down, hands up. Still got those legs going. Down and up. We're slowing everything down here, making the muscles really have to work. And back up. Again, rotate the shoulders. Try to concentrate on knees stay forward. So as you do that rotation, it's really easy to kind of let those knees come out to the side because it makes it easier. You stay forward, working those hips, making sure everything stays forward below the waist, and bring the shoulders around, and then bring it back to center. Other side, whoa, around. It's challenging right here. And we're only 4 minutes into it. Around and back again. And up. Bring the arms down. You're going to bring the leg up and around. And back in. Monster walks. Hip circles. Up like crop circles. Bring the knee up just like you did that march. Around to the side and down. Again, how high you can bring that leg up. Whoa. Sorry. How high you can bring that leg up. Pushing off really hard is really up to you, what your body can do. What just happened there where I did that little fall to the side or that stumble? It's because I changed how high I was bringing up that leg. It was throwing off all my dynamics from what I'm used to. And around. Take it back. Back to forward. And up. Around. And up. Step back. Leg up. Knee around. And down. Concentrate on knee and toe, always being in the same direction as you do these. All right, back to the march. Actually, skaters, bring it back and up. Always concentrating on this one, on the hips being pointed out front. Instead of rotating the hips, we want to keep them straight, working these muscles in the hips, through those hip joints, up and around. Start out right here, stretch out the upper back. Take your time. This is where you can start going into a little deeper, getting into a skate or into a curtsy lunge. Bring that foot around, down, and up. Leg around, knee stays over the ankle on that front leg. No, it didn't. And back. So on the monitor, it didn't do what it was supposed to do. It's my knee's fault, not me. Around and around. All right. As you bring the foot around, arm comes out. Opposite arm of the leg that's coming back. and bring it to the middle. Other side. Step, push, and bring it in. Out and in. See, there's lots of brain stuff today. This isn't going to go well for me. I just know it. That's why I was nervous. Out and back. Rotate that hand. Push it out. And in. And back. And one more. Right there. Stay with that curtsy lunge. We're going to bring the shoulders around in that windmill. Keep the shoulder girdle in a straight line. And back up. Other side. Down. Rotate and back up. Feel this all the way up the leg, through the hamstrings, through the hips, going on the outside of the hips as well as the glutes. Up. Bring it around. So you don't have to go deep on this one. There's no reason to go deep. What you really need to do is just get that butt out, come down, rotate the arms wherever you're at, and bring it back up. The important thing is keeping that back straight, keeping it in neutral. Around and up. And right there, knees back, going into that march one more time. Take your time with it. Up and up. So we're going to add a curl and a shoulder press. Palms forward. We're just going to bring the hands up. Turned and up overhead. Roll the hands around, pull back down again, and then out of that curl. Ready? Again, up. Keep the elbows right next to the torso. Make sure you're squeezing these muscles, the upper half of the arm, and roll it. Feel the shoulders open up. Feel the stretch all the way through the shoulders. Pull the palms forward or back. Yep. And down again. Two more. Up. Round. And push. Palms back. Elbows to the torso. And push down one more time. Up. Around. Down. And in. Check that out. Right here, we're going to go out to the side. Step it out, step it in. Out and in. Work those shoulders a little bit more. As you step out, palms forward, raise those arms up as high as they'll go, and then step out to the other side, pushing down. Palms forward, raise up, over the head, step to the outside, and down. Again, hands up, leg up and in. So we're going front to back, that's sagittal plane. At the same time, we're moving side to side, up and out. Your brain's going to be tired by the time we're done. Up and out. Mine was tired before we started. Up and back down and up. Bring it back down again. Right here, reverse lunge. Step it back and up. Foot comes back. Front leg, you're on the ball of the foot to the heel. Driving up through that front leg, bringing the other leg in. And up, back, and up. You comfortable with these? You got them down? That reverse lunge. Here's what we're going to add. Here's what we're going to add. Step back, knee up. Staying on that same side, up and back. Concentrating on that front leg, weights in the ball of the foot to the heel. The knee does not go forward. So when you push off, it's not the knee going up with you. You're not shifting all your weight forward because you lose balance. You're not over your center of balance anymore. You want the torso to be right over that stationary leg. Up, back, and up. Feeling hamstrings and glutes on that stationary leg doing the work. Holding you up. Core is tight to hold you over that stationary leg. Up, out, and up. You can change that up to a kick, out, and bring it back. Up and out, and back. Again, toe out, tap, bring it up, and then step back. See what you can do with it. Play with it. See what works for you. You may want a chair. You may want a wall while you're doing this just to make it a little more stable, a little more safe. Back and out. One more time. And out. Here's what we're going to do. 4 counts in that sprinter. Up, back, like that 4 times, and then the kick 4 times. Got it? Ready? I'm going to see if I do. 1, back, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to go to a kick, out, and back. 2, 3, and 4. Alternating. Let's see how this one goes. Stepping back, high knee and a sprinter, and a kick, and out. Back, high knee, back. So we're really taking a switch here when we go weight over the center with that knee, and then weight way out front with that foot. So right here, you're pretty stable in that sprinter. But then when you kick the foot out, you've got all sorts of weight and momentum going forward. You've really got to work those hips. Out, back, sprint, back, and kick. Other leg. So we're going to start out with just those sprinters up and back. Push. Whoa. Up. So what we're doing is taking that weight, forcing it forward, taking the momentum and pushing it forward, stopping, and then bringing it back again, which is a start getting us ready for the kick and out. Now we've got even more weight forward, momentum, and lots of weight out there that we have to stop for. Up and out. I'm having problems here. And out. Can't do balance exercises this early. And out. Back and kick. Weight way out there. Again, toe if you need to, and then pick it up. I think I need to. Out. Find my balance. Toe up. And back. All the work is happening because that stationary leg, that stance leg, ball the foot to the heel, flat on the floor. All right, 4 of each. 4 high knees. Up, back, 2, almost, 3, and 4. Go to a kick. 1, back, 2. Don't be looking at the floor, looking out the horizon right in front of you. And 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Last one. There. Go to the kick. Go to the kick. Out. 2, 3. We're going to alternate. Keep it going. Knee up. Foot out. Sprinter and the kick. 2 more. Yep. And out. Up. And out. Stationary leg should feel that. Heel to the butt. Right here. Right here, right here. We're going to take arms up. I want you to take your time with this one. See if you can hold, bring that heel up to the butt as you bring the shoulder blades back. Squeeze it together and then push back out again at a diagonal. It's all about the shoulder blades on this one. Squeeze them. We're stretching out those shoulders at a diagonal now. We've gone front to back. We've done some side. Now we want that diagonal. We've got to get that universal joint warmed up in all directions. We got to get it stretched universally so it can move universally. Out. Take your time with it. What you want to have is when you get to the back, squeezing those shoulder blades back and out. Here again, tap the toe. If you need to, always get yourself set first so you feel safe. Then you can pick that foot up off the floor just a little bit and hold it. Instead of moving the arms and legs at the same time, get that toe out there, roll the shoulder blades back, and then bring the toe off the floor. Anytime you do balance exercises where you're using both parts of the upper and lower part of the body, always check first, do one move with the lower body, and then one move with the upper body. Get it? So you can get one. I know what I'm trying to say. Just do one at a time. That might be another way to do it. Get into a march here, right here. All right. I need a drink of water. We're going to take a break. We're 15 minutes in. We're a quarter of the way in. We're halfway through the warm-up. Checking what's next. All right. All right. Right? You set with me? Got your water. You're all ready to go. Knees over the ankles, hip hinge, butt back, and up. So, again, what you're concentrating on, knee over ankle. And when you come back up, nothing moves from the heel all the way up to the bottom of the knee. The knee hinges, but only in taking that butt back. You should not feel any movement from the feet up to the knees. So that really forces. I mean, you can't get up any other way except to push through the glutes, pushing them forward to get standing back up again, as long as you concentrate on the legs being where they are. and up, out, and up. One more time. Take it out, roll the shoulders out, arms out, reach it, get down a little deeper, stretch out the hamstrings, and up. I'm going to do this one more time. So we're going to bring the arms down. What you do is, as you come down in this hip hinge, shoulder blades are back. Right now, I can't feel a thing in the hamstrings. There's no stretch there. So I push that butt back just a little bit more as I come down. It's two pieces. If I just come down deeper, that doesn't change anything. I need to get the glutes pushed out so that those hamstrings stretch. And then same thing, making sure the lower leg doesn't move. All right, down on the side. Side weight shift. And back up. I'm putting the hands on the thighs to keep my shoulders square. I always want to drive that one shoulder down as I make that rotation. It's not rotation. It's right straight down to the floor. Once I've got that, then I can start bringing the arms out to the side, going into a reverse fly. And back up, out, and back up. One more time each side. Down, roll the shoulder blades back, open up the chest. Feel the stretch on the inner thighs. And up, back out, and up. Here we go. Bring the feet in a little closer. We're going to go into that side hip hinge down, but pushing off just a little bit and up. So coming down, one side, push up, whoo, and back up. Down, up, and to the top. Down to that side, push off with that toe, hold for a count, come back, and drive up. Other side, into that side lunge, push off the toe, hold before you come back up, before that foot goes back down. Side, push, back, and up. One more time each side, coming down, just that right knee bends, push off with that left foot, hold for a count, back down and up. Other side, into that left side, off with the right toe. There we go, and back up. I love these because they're challenging. These aren't easy exercises. There's a lot that's happening on these movements. Brain has to do a lot to try to find that balance, especially when you're going down and to the side at the same time. All right, next. We're going to do reverse lunge to a forward lunge. Pendulum swing, one side, reverse lunge, roll the hips, push up through that opposite foot, step that foot forward, down on the heel to the ball of the foot, and then back again, up and back. If you take your time, this gets a little harder. Up and back. So I would rather have the feet closer together if that works better for you. But the time spent on that single leg is what's really important here. Up, shifting weight. This is a gait pattern. This is all about walking. Every step starts here to forward, up, and back. So if you can get this down, if you can do it slow, if you've got those muscles strong enough, core tight enough to be able to do it slowly like this, back and forth, you're going to have no problems picking that foot up for walking. Let's go to the other side. Or running, depending on what sport you're in. Up and back. Push up. Don't let that knee go forward on the stationary leg. So what you don't want to do is, as you're pushing, let that knee come out or go to the side. So it can also happen, and what usually happens when we walk is the hips start to get weak, and then they start to flare out to the side, or the knee flares out as you're trying to walk. You want to really hold this tight. Up. Everything stays in alignment. And bring it back down. Up in a forward lunge. Pick it up and bring it back. 4 steps, lunges, a lunge walk. Fireman's carry if you had weights here. It's down, hold right here, get your balance, push up through, pendulum swing we just did. 2, 3, and 4. Again, you're concentrating on looking right out in front of you, not down at your feet. 1, taking your time, opposite arm, opposite leg for balance. 3 and 4. One more time. That lunge walk up, down in a lunge. So you bend that back leg, knee stays over the ankle on the front, step, out, 3 and 4. Stay right here. We're going to go back. Front to back, 1 and back. 2, pick it up, step back. Looking right straight out in front of you, always keeping your eye on the horizon where you are most stable. And up, forward and back. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pick that foot up. Let's go backwards with it. A little harder. You may want to take smaller steps here. Down, up, ball of the foot to the heel as you press off and back. It's important we practice this backward walking because we don't do it. And there's going to be times where you will need it. Up, 2. You can't always just turn around and go forward. And 4, let's go back. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Is this all fun or what? It is. It is. It is. Next, shallow squats. Feet hip width apart, butt back. I really do like doing balance exercises. I love them. And back up again. Down. I really love when I'm out hiking and I trip on a rock and I'm able to stay standing. Back down, especially when you got gravel, you're going downhill, trip on a rock or a root, and it requires the entire body to hold you up. And push forward. One more time, down and up. Hands up the side. As you come up, rotate the shoulders, press up. There's some stretching here too. Down and up, roll the shoulders. So it's that whole shoulder girdle, not just reaching across with one arm, but rotating that back shoulder too. Move back. We're always working on that thoracic spine so we can do some rotation. So we can look behind us without falling over because our base is still forward. And up, down, cross body, down in that shallow squat. Don't have to go very deep. Bring the arm across again, rolling the shoulder blades. Down and around. Down and around. One more time this way. We're going to push down. This time, as you come down, bring the arm down and up. Roll the shoulders, push down and get the opposite leg. Nice and slow. Take your time. Weights from the ball of the foot to the heel. Knees do not go past the toes. The butt's going back at the same time as the knees are going forward. So you're always balancing right over the hips or over the legs. Down and up. Down and back up again. All right, here we go. We're going to put them together. Down to squat. Up. Down to squat. Cross body. Bring it across. Same side. Down and down. Other side. Squat. Push up. Squat. Cross body. All sorts of stretch going on here through the shoulders to the upper back. And down. As you come up this time, narrow squat, up, and back down. Alternating legs, pick up. Hold it, and back down. Butt's back. You're on the flat of the foot, ball of the foot to the heel, and back down. This really is a lot of cardio as well. We're really working the muscles in the hips and the quads, everything from the knees up. And back down. And the core has to work on all of these to keep you over the stationary leg. We're going to put all this together. As you bring the foot up, reach. And back down. Other side, alternate. Foot up, arm up. Back down, foot comes up, shoulders rotate, and back. Other side, down, reach across. Down, up. Torso comes up, arm goes down. Other side, as you push up, lift that leg, drive the hand down, rolling the shoulders, and we're there. Out to the side, just like this. Step and back, step and back. Take a breath here. Take a breather. We did a lot of squats. You should feel it in the quadriceps. You should feel it in the lungs. Heart's going just a little bit higher. Out and back, out and back. This time, as you step out, Bring that foot up, roll over the top in a side bend. And bring it back if you can, arm and leg at the same time. So as that foot's going out, arms coming up over the top, step, lean, and bring it back. Up and out. Weight going in two different directions. Up and bring it back. Other side leg up. So you're shifting on that single leg, starting to go into that side bend. One more time each side. Out and back. Out. I want to make it a little more challenging. Leg out to the side, reach up, and then bring it back in. Up, out. All your weight is over here now. And bring it back. Up and back. Leg out to the side. Almost. Push. Got to concentrate. Foot flat on the floor. And I wasn't concentrating on that. And back. Up and back. Okay. Back to just the march. What are we doing next? Okay, here we go. Out to the side. Butt out. Push off that foot and bring it in. Other side. Out. Wide squat. Down. Push. And bring it back in. Out. And back. Out. And back. All right. Back this time, step it back. We're going to go into a split squat. So as you step back into that reverse lunge, down, squeeze the hips, roll. 2, 3, 4, bring it up, other side, down. 1, 2, rolling that hip, bringing the heel up as you do. And 4 to the front, back, one more time. 1, 2, 3, nice and slow. Pick it up, bring it back to center, going to the other side. 1, up, 2, 3, and 4, bring it to center. Step back, down in that squat, arm back as you do. 1, out, lawnmower. 2, down, back leg does the work. 4, bringing it up, other side. Step back, arm forward. 1, 2, back is straight. 3, down, and 4. So here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. Arm out, leg back. Pull that foot up off the floor. 1. If you can't, just up on the toes. 2, 3. But if you can, pick that back leg up and bring it in. Other side. Step back, and it's 1, out, 2, 3, and 4. Bring that foot in. Out to the side. Back. And then to the middle. Other side. Step out. Step back at a diagonal into that reverse and up. One more time each side. Out. Push up. Back. Push in. Other side. So we're doing weight shifting here, going side to side, then front to back. I'm going to change that up. Out to the side. Pick the foot up. Move it behind you. Going at that diagonal. So a new pattern there for it. Out. You got to be able to move in all directions. Down and up. One more time. Out to the side, to the back, and up. Other side. Take your time. Pick that foot up. Diagonal across, going behind, so you're in a reverse lunge. And pick it up. We're going to take the leg out to the side, back, in. This one's a little tougher. If you want, step out, raise the toe, bring the leg behind you if you can. Tap the toe if you need to. But if you don't need to, that's fine. And bring it in. So out. I need to tap the toe. Back and in. Other side. Out. Back and in. That has so much work going on through the core and through the hips. Next, what are we doing? All right. Reverse. Nope. Alternating. To the side. 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, and back. Over and back. I'm going to add to this narrow rows. Bring it back. Elbows all the way back. Step, in, step, and in. Push the arms out. As that foot's coming into the side, you're rolling those arms front to back. Again, multi-plane. Out and in, out and in. To add to this, push out. You're going to bring that heel up in a butt kicker as you bring the arms in and down, out and in. Whoa. Going back the other way. So we're going to step, push out, bring the arms in, bring the heel up to the butt, and step it down, up, driving out, roll the hands, and bring it in. One more. So you're going to kick the butt and out, kick and out. So you're going to hit the butt first with that heel, step out to the side, and then other one up and back down. All kinds of stuff going on here. Pick the leg up. So the first thing you do, butt kicker, out to the side, butt kicker, and down, heel back, out, heel up, and down. Okay, that was enough of that one. What are we doing next? Step out wide squat. So we did that down right here. As you come up, press up in the center and bring it back down. So we did that wide squat, going down, but now you're adding the arms, pushing up overhead, single leg, and bringing it down. Down, up, and down, and push up over the top. Down as you go down, up as you go up, back to the middle. One more time. Butt back, push, and down. We're good. Grab a drink of water. That was the next 15 minutes. Going into the third session here. This one we're going to test the balance a little more. By the time you're done with this, you should feel rib cage all the way down to the ankles have been worked. So we're going to start out with dynamic balance. Let's do this first. So the way we test balance, and you can do this anytime, just to check for yourself to see where you're at. First thing we do is we bring the feet shoulder width apart, shoulder blades back, and just stand. A little bend in the knees. This is difficult for a lot of people. So this is where we always start out with any balance test is, can you do the basics right here? And hold that for 30 seconds. If you can, then you bring the feet in. Side by side, sides of the feet touching, because I want you to know where you're at. We're going to be doing this kind of thing with movement, with the feet right side by side. Make sure you can feel that. You're all good. And then, of course, the final step for all of these is to do it with your eyes closed. We're not going to do that today. So just holding in there for 30 seconds. And we're good. All right, stepping back. We're going to go into a tandem stance. But to start out, bring that right foot back and then bring it in behind the other one. So a really wide set tandem stance. And just find your balance here, but in the two legs, ball the foot to the heel, front to back. And then other side, same thing. Back, feet apart, but feet should be in the same plane if you can. And then back up. So the next one in a tandem stance is bringing the ball of the foot right next to the heel of the other foot. We're limiting that base a little bit at a time. You find where your balance is at. No problems there. We go to the other side. Whoa. Problems there. Feet like this. Toe next to the heel of the other foot. So it's a modified tandem. And now we go to full tandem, which is back foot right, almost touching the heel of the front foot. Make sure you can balance here. And then bring it back to center. Other foot, back. Again, 30 seconds here if you can. These are great exercises to do anytime. You got a counter, you've got a wall. These are perfect. So we're going to be doing these exercises. Remember which one was right for you, whether it was the wide tandem stance, the modified tandem, or full tandem, one behind the other. All right. First thing we're going to do is just bring the heels up. Up. And back down. Up. On the balls of the feet. foot is flat on the floor, the ball of the foot, and then back down. Concentrate more on making sure that you have that foot full surface contact than coming up high and back down. Take your time. Up, calf muscles and shins both working here. Shins operating those toes and back down. Toes up. This one's a little tougher. Butt out just a little bit. Toes up and back. Up. Arms forward just a little bit to help you get forward and back. A little tougher. Out. I'm having problems with this one. Up. There we go. And back. So again, you're finding that spot that's right for you. Weight on the heels of the feet only is very uncomfortable for a lot of people. And that's why so many people fall and hit the back of their head. Because what they don't do is start to bring that weight forward. Control it once you're over your base of support. Up and back. Heel raise to toe raise. Up, down, and up. Heels up. Bring it down. Toes up just a little bit. Get used to that feeling of rocking. What you're trying to do is find your support over, or find your balance over the base of support. Up and back. Feeling comfortable with that movement, taking it slow, so that if you do start to fall backwards, you can catch yourself. You can correct that. And down, up, and up, and back down. Tandem stance. Right here, we're going to do a weight shift with it. So feet, wherever, modified, spread, or full tandem. What you can do is just reach out. A little bit forward, just a little bit. You're putting your weight forward into that front leg, where we're used to that back leg doing all the work. On a tandem, out, and back in. Shake it out. Go again. Toes working like crazy to hold you upright. So first one was really hard. Brain didn't know what I was doing. It's like, what is that? What are you trying to do here? Once it has an idea what I'm trying to do, then it can help out. And back. Bring it back. Step back. This one's a little easier because that back leg does a lot of the work here. And it's a much more comfortable position to be in. Up. Stand back. Weight back. Get those arms back there to give you just a little momentum backwards. Like that. Back. And up. Other side. Feet. Side by side. Your legs should be getting tired. Your legs should absolutely be getting tired from this. All right. So it's a lower body workout as well. Arms out. Reach into it. Weight goes into that front foot. And bring it back to center. Take your time with it. Out. Make those muscles tighten up. Feel the feet flat on the floor all the way through this. That's where your balance is going to come from. And back up one more time. Out. And then bring it back. Whoa. Out. Up. Back. Oops, I brought the heel up off the floor. We're not there yet. Back to center. Weight in the back foot. And bring it back up again. All right. Feet wide. We did front to back with that tandem. We're going to do side to side. Up on the ball of the foot. And bring it back. Other side. Heel comes up. Everything's pointed forward. You're on the ball of the foot for right now. For right now. And up. For right now. And up. If you can, push off. And back down. Other side. Knee stays bent. As you come down, as the ball of the foot touches, that knee starts to bend to bring you nice, smooth movement into that wide squat. And push up. And push down. Up and over. And back. Other side. Up. Reach. Try to. And back down one more time each side. Up and over. Down and right there. Bring it in. Feet side by side. Shoulder blades are back. We're going to do just hands on hips. Lean forward. There are a lot of times that you're in a position where the feet, you don't have that nice, stable, wide base. You need to bring them in. The other thing this does is Go backwards and then forward. Just lean into it as much as you can. Weight goes into the ball of the feet, not the toes. Always leave the toes available for balance to correct if you overdo. Forward and back. I was going to say, the other thing you're doing is when you walk, as we get older, we start to take wider base here and then take little steps. That's really bad for the whole body. Hips, knees, but you're also not picking the foot up very far. If you can get those legs in where they're supposed to be when you walk, right underneath the hips, then you can start doing these. But you got to strengthen the muscles up right here first. So back and up. We're going to go side to side. Whoosh. Over. These are small moves because it doesn't take much. Again, if you need to, bring that foot out just a little bit more. Challenge yourself, but don't put yourself in a bad situation. Over. You're supposed to be doing this controlled in a safe environment. We do it here so that when you're not in a controlled, safe environment, brain will take over for you. And back in, other side out. And back up. Check that out. We should go to the floor. There are a couple more. We'll get those next week. Grab on to some water, get a drink, take your mat, push it out, unroll it. I left the door closed so the cat couldn't get in. I wasn't even thinking. Sorry about that. He's not there. He gave up on me. Grab your mat. And bring it down. I love dynamic balance. It is so important. And for me, I feel like I've accomplished something when I can do those moves and push off and stand on that single leg. I bobble, but I bring myself back up, and then from there, I don't have that bobble. You actually watch the brain figure out what you're doing. All right, here we go. On the floor, on your back, relax, arms up, shoulders toward the ceiling. That's it. Just raise the shoulders up, reaching for the ceiling, back down. This is a great start to a crunch, is just understanding that when you do a crunch, it's nothing more than reaching those shoulders up to the ceiling, except getting the abs involved, those upper abs as well. So then you take and go, reaching toward the ceiling with the arms, and then bringing it back down. How high you come up is up to your core and how strong that is. Up, hold, and back down. But there's no change in the spine. When you reach up, that spine is still totally straight. You're in neutral position. You're in great neutral position. And then when you go to that crunch, you're doing the same thing. Up. You still got that back on the floor. Shoulders just roll up a little bit and back down. And then if you exhale, you'll get even higher up. Down nice and slow. Remember the eccentric. The extension is as important as the contraction. So we contract right here, getting those core muscles tight, and then nice and slow, relaxing those muscles slowly, controlling the movement, back down again. Legs out, stretch them. Start out here, lower back on the floor. So hip tuck, lower abs, tighten up, bringing that hip forward, roll it up, and relax. Down. And release. All right, we're going to bring it down to the floor. Hold it right there. Stop right here. So you're either your back is touching the floor or the back is touching something that you've got under your lower back to stabilize. Lift the right leg just 6 inches off the floor. Keep that lower back on the floor at the same time. And down. That is a much more aggressive lower ab exercise than when we lift our legs up high. Squeeze, get that lower back on the floor, pick the foot up just a little bit off the floor. Don't let your body twist. Arms are out to the side in case it does. And then back down. Little bend in the knee at all times. You can make this more challenging for yourself Lower back on the floor, arms up using the core to balance. And back down nice and slow, making sure that lower back never leaves the floor. And back down, up, inches, inches, lower back still on the floor. Nothing changed there. And down, other side, up, and back down, upper lowers. Now, if this is getting to be too much, all you need to do is bend those knees, getting the feet in closer to the butt, and then do it up and back down. Because what we're going to do with this is a crunch on the top, bringing the shoulders up, at the same time bringing that foot up just a little bit. Making sure that lower back is on the floor, because this will pull the lower back way up. And then back down. Remember, you're looking right at the ceiling, heels coming up inches off the floor. So the first thing we do is squeeze the abs, get that lower back on the floor. Upper abs bring the shoulders up off the floor. Lower abs bring that foot up off the floor. And the whole time, you've got that lower back on the floor. And down, other side. Shoulders up, leg up, and back down. One more time each side. This is such a good exercise. Upper abs, lower abs. And it's such a small exercise. It's so small in the movements. It's a very protective exercise. That back is well stabilized, less chance of getting injured doing this, hurting the lower back. Bring it up and bring it back down. Feet up. Knees bent. We're going to do that crunch again, but this time we're going to roll the shoulders down toward the hips. We're going somewhere with this. This is the first piece. So feet up. Roll the shoulders up to the ceiling like you did before, but this time shoulder blades come down toward the thighs and then back down again. So what you should feel is your torso coming up higher. Your chest comes up higher off the floor when you roll those shoulder blades down toward the hips. Tightening up that core, full exhale, and then back down again. It's up. So this is a modified V up. When you do a V up, we have this tendency to bring the chin to the chest and just roll up. Bring your hands on the outside. What we want to do is bring the shoulders to the ceiling. Up, squeeze. And it's so important to get those shoulder blades down. That's going to work the chest and the upper back as well as the abs. Reach out to the side, same thing. We're going to go up, rotate the shoulders, squeeze, bring those shoulder blades down. Look up at the ceiling. And back down. So when I say look up at the ceiling, your spine stays straight the whole way through this. Up. So you're still looking up, but you're not rolling the head back to try to look right over the shoulders. You're looking at a diagonal and back down. Bring it up. Squeeze, hands down, shoulder blades turn, lower back doesn't. And back. So feel the difference from using the shoulder blades, driving them down, getting that extra 2 inches, which is huge for the core. And back down one more time. Plus you're getting that upper back exercise in. Squeeze it, hold it, and bring it back down. Again, arms up over the head, back of the hands on the floor. Stretch out. With the feet still planted, you're in crook position. Back of the hands are on the floor over the head. We're just going to bring the arms up. Here again, shoulder blades come down first. I forgot that. Shoulder blades come down. This is an exercise for the upper back. On the outside of the upper back, those lats. You should feel it on the outside of your shoulder blades. Bring the arms back down, keeping those shoulder blades down the whole way. You also feel this in the underside of the arms, up, of the shoulders. Bring the hands up. Hold. Tighten those arms up. I mean, they're tense. They're clenched. Contracted muscles all the way. Keep them contracted. Lower back is on the floor. Shoulder blades are down. And I'm going to bring a leg up with this one. So as you bring the arms up, bring one leg up and back out again. If you can extend the legs and do this, that's perfect. Walk the heels out. Make sure that you're still doing the same thing with the lower back. It's on the floor. Just like when we picked that leg up 6 inches off the floor. And back up, and back down. Taking your time. Shoulder blades are still down. Lower back's on the floor. Up, last one. And back down again. We're going to get a upper crunch to go with this. So as you bring the legs up, bringing the arms up, squeeze the core, and back down. When you squeeze the core, the hips should come up off the floor, and the shoulder blades up off the floor. Up, squeeze. Exhale as you come up, and back down. Take your time with this. Up, lower back is on the floor. Shoulder blades are down. Reach. So I've got that foot pointed toward the ceiling. You may not get there. You may have just that knee up, and that's fine. Just knee pointing to the ceiling and back down, whichever works for you. We're going to add. We're going to add. So this time, pull over with the left arm only, raising the right leg. So up, and the same thing, reach. Taking that hand, reaching crossbody toward that opposite leg, and then bring it back down again. Other side. Shoulders are the only thing that rotates. Don't let that lower back. You're forcing that into the floor. So we've got here is upper, lowers, and obliques. So every week I try to show a way that you can get all of those muscle groups involved in one exercise so that when you're looking for something to do, this is a great thing to do. And back down, up, and down one more time. Up, rotate, and back down again. Give it a break. We're going to go up into a glute bridge. Heels on the floor, feet on the floor, ball the foot to the heel. Hips, knees, toes, right in alignment. All the way through this. Concentrate on that. First thing we're going to do, roll that lower back on the floor. Just it. That's all it is. Bring the lower back on the floor. And then back up. Roll that lower back on the floor. Continue that movement, bringing the hips up just a little bit as you come up, and squeeze the glutes underneath. And I really try to stress this, not pushing through the heels. I really want to work core and glutes. If you push through the heels, that works the hamstrings and the back of the thighs, and we did a lot with those already. So again, lower back on the floor. Continue that squeeze through the lower abs, bringing the hip up in a hip roll, and then squeeze the abs once you get there. And back down again. Don't let those knees flare or collapse. One more time. Roll the hips, bring it up, squeeze it, and back down again. Up we go. Seated, seated, seated. Knee up. Just bring the shoulder blades back. Arms back in the kickstand. Kind of hold out there for a second. All right. Extend the left leg out. Right ankle on the left shin. Walk it up. Bring the knee up and the shin up at the same time. So bring the knee in just a little bit. Bring the shin up just a little bit more. You'll get to that spot where you'll feel the stretch on the outside of the hip, on that knee that's flared out to the side. You really have to make this happen, get the shoulder blades back in that kickstand. Deep breath in. All you want to feel is outside of those hips stretch out, the piriformis, because we need that. We worked them hard. And release. Other side, same thing. Right foot extended, left ankle on the right shin. Walk it up. Roll the shoulder blades back. This is so great doing it this way because you can really adjust until you find just the outside of the hip and nothing more. And really concentrate first on those shoulder blades going back before you bring that leg up higher. Get your upper body, because then you'll have to do less with the lower body, preventing injury again. And release. Deep breath. Exhale. We're going to stand up. We are. Hands on the thigh. Push up through that front leg and bring it up. That getting up from the floor should be so much easier because everything you do to get up is everything we did in dynamic balance exercises. This thing, fingers intertwined, palms out, chin to chest. Deep breath in. Exhale, bringing the arms up overhead, roll the shoulder blades back. Good stretch through the chest, through the shoulders, and then bring the hands up or the arms up so they're right next to the ears, and come down on the side. Stretching out the rib cage. Up to the other side we go. Down and over. Back up to center, bring the arms down, feet out wide. We're going to stretch out the hamstrings. Butt out, hip hinge, knees over the ankles. Nothing moves from the ankles to the knees as pushing the feet into the floor. Heels go down in the floor and drive up to standing. Down again, out. Down, butt out. Feel the stretch in the hamstrings and then just shift weight to one side. So I'm taking that left leg, lengthening it out just a little bit, extending that knee. And then through this side, push up to the middle and then come down on the other side nice and slow, concentrating on shoulder square to the floor, butt back. Should feel all kinds of really good stretch happening here. Inner thigh going around to the back of that thigh on the inside. And push back up through the heel. Come up. Bring the legs in. Just a little bit of a squat. Nice and easy. Down, roll, and push up. Arms back. Arms up as you come up. Roll the shoulder blades back. And back down. Again, up. Over the top. And down. Step it back in a reverse. We're going to lengthen out that back leg. Coming down, bringing that heel closer to the floor in that back leg. Feeling the stretch in the front of the thigh. Those quadriceps and the hip flexors. So what I'm doing is I'm taking that back leg. I've got it back, and then I start lengthening that knee out. Start to bring it up. And that gives me that stretch in the front of the leg. And down, back up. Again, we need this stretch because we work these muscles a lot through this. Everything from the lower part of the body. So up, hips come underneath, which lengthens out those muscles on the front of the leg, front of the back of the leg. And up. 1 foot out, 1 foot in. Deedle, deedle, dumpling. Going into a hip hinge. Toe is up in the air, stretching out the calf muscle this time. We hadn't gotten there yet. Got the rest of them. It's the only ones we had left. Other side. Toe up. Knees bent just a little bit. And then hands on the thigh, pushing the butt back into a hip hinge. Bring that toe up. You want to feel the stretch from the heel to the knee. And roll it. Come back to center. Let's do one of these. Couple of these, let's do. Down underneath, reach over, arms up overhead. Deep breath in, bring the shoulder blades back, open up the chest. Because right here, when you push out the stomach, you're going to get all sorts of air down the lower part of the lungs and back down. Reach across, roll the hips, come on up over the top, deep breath in. Shoulders back, stomach out, exhale, and bring it down. Thank you guys for being here today. I appreciate it. I will see you all next week. All of you, and then some maybe. Thank you.